Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. How to control your anger issues. I'm mad right now. Really mad. I put out a video, how to decalcify the pineal gland. Before I released it, I was scared. What are people gonna think of me? That was the same for lucid dreaming. And then yesterday, free the nipple. What are people gonna think? And I said to myself, who cares? Can I get a hello there? All anger emanates from the inability to express yourself. Let me repeat that. All anger emanates from the inability to express yourself. So every single day I get tons of questions on how to control anger. So I'm gonna dive deep with you. I'm gonna share with you what's helped me along my journey. So I walk into a store. I need to buy some music equipment. Oh yeah, I've been producing. I asked the guy, can you help me out? He said, I said, what did you just say? He said, I said, don't take out your problems on me. Don't take out that crap on me. Then I realized, okay, this guy was going through some stuff. But, nevertheless, he learned the first secret. You don't control anger. No. Anger is energy, and it is okay to be angry. It is wonderful what he did, because I know as a psychologist, this is the best thing you can do. Release anger. Don't hold it in. Some people have been angry for 20 years, 10 years, since yesterday. And you're holding it in, it's gonna come out somewhere, right? So that guy had this outburst, which was wonderful. You gotta release energy, and that's the perfect way to do it. Just don't do it to me. But the guy, his forehead, he was creasing up his forehead, and I realized this was actually causing him a lot of distress. Also, it was affecting his health. Now, what helped me out along my journey? You see, I learned everything from skateboarding. I grew up skateboarding, right? And there were two kinds of skaters. Those that got really angry when they didn't land a trick, and those that just walked away. I was the kind of person that just walked away. A lot of people say, Ralph, you're a really calm person. I said, you haven't had me over for tea yet. Never mind. So, some people, they wouldn't land a trick and they would get really angry. They would want to smash their board. They would scream to the heavens, swearing everything. Me, I just said, okay, I gotta work harder. Certain people that would really scream so loud, they would end up doing the trick. So you see, anger is not good or bad, it's just energy. It's all about looking at how does the anger serve me in becoming my greatest version? Come on! You see, certain people, they need that push to get angry, to get motivated. Other people, like myself, I take the calm approach. I'm a Pisces, right? Okay, so do you remember watching those Kung Fu movies? Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan. Okay, I'm a big martial arts fan, by the way. So the guy, the great Kung Fu master, is just sitting there. He's minding his own business. Getting on with what he has to do, his own business, okay. Now, all of a sudden, he gets surrounded by 10 people out of the blue. What? Then the music starts, okay? So, instead of getting really angry, he becomes an alchemist. And guess what? He whoops their ass, but in a very calm, polite way, because they're all coming around him in a circle. He's calm. And then he just, you don't see them, right? Now, Many times, if you've ever been in a dispute, a fight, an argument, what happens when you get really heated up, when you get really mad? You start losing energy, right? It starts seeping out of you. So once you can learn how to go into nature, listen to some calming music, I tell you what, if you're really angry, I'm gonna upload a meditation video after this one. One of the most calming tracks I've ever heard. I'm a producer, but this producer Mark Reynolds is phenomenal, world class, and it's a whale meditation. If you're angry, turn it on, because music is frequency. Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, vibration. When you are very angry, you have to take in consideration this, okay? The outer world can't change before the inner world. Oh, if I only knew that before. Everything that is happening to us on the outside emanates from what is taking place within ourselves. So if you are very angry in life a lot of the times, you have to start looking at your environment. What kind of people are you hanging around with? What are the triggers for your anger? You see, certain people can make us more angry than others. I'm a calm person, but hey, I can get angry too. Everybody has a boiling point. I just surround myself with people that keep me calm, right? You gotta ask yourself, what are my triggers? You gotta ask yourself, is my job causing me stress? You gotta ask yourself, are the foods I am eating, do they hold a lot of karmic debt? Right? I used to eat a lot of animals, all kinds of stuff. And I realized those animals were tortured. That pain is now being transferred to the food energetically. Right? They're being pumped full of sex hormones, all kinds of nonsense. So we don't even know what kind of energy we are absorbing. To not control your anger, to transform your anger, your energy, so that it serves you, you always have to remind yourself to see the bigger picture. You are but a grain of sand. You are but a grain of sand in the universe. Go and Google it, right? You are just like a pea in a fridge. That's a big fridge. We are tiny. Many times when we are very angry, we take things out of context. We blow things out of proportion, and therefore what we see becomes very distorted. Look, when I get angry, it's usually because I send someone an email and then they don't respond to me in the next 3 minutes. I think they are offending me. Okay, the wider perspective is, hey Ralph, chill out. They may not have got the message. They could be skinny dipping somewhere. Right? It's possible. So once you get a wider perspective on life, you can now deal with your anger. Meditation is one of the best ways to really transform your anger. Right? A lot of us, we don't meditate. We're like cockroaches on steroids. We're in a hurry to get nowhere fast. We get there and we realize we're late anyway. That is the story of our lives. Running around like headless chickens. So the moment I started to actually slow down, and I do that by going into nature, breathing in that beautiful prana, and it does wonders. I always say take 5 minutes out of your day just to chill out, and then see how your anger issues are. There are 3 causes of your anger. That's the first one. You are mad right now because of something you did in the past or something you didn't do. You have to ask yourself, can I forgive myself today? Because if you can't, you are going to be angry. You see, a lot of the times we could be talking to someone and all of a sudden we get an outburst of anger, not realizing that anger actually goes back not just from yesterday, but from 5 years ago. Who knows? It could be a suppressed emotion from our childhood trauma. So you gotta go back. You gotta see what the hell happened to you. I don't know what happened to you. You know, you were you, right? Once you go back into time, go into the time machine, learn to heal those unresolved issues, now you're going to be in optimum health. Once again, there is nothing wrong with anger. You have to ask yourself, is this promoting my health or taking it away? More times than not, it is taking our energy away. Now, you are producing your anger. So you got to take 100% responsibility. 100% responsibility for your internal condition. You are creating this. Okay, you don't want to take the blame? Don't worry. You don't have to, because someone just stepped on your foot, ouch, and that made you very angry. Yes, it is not just us who are creating. We're not just creating our reality. No, I don't push that stuff. I realize that the person next door, the cat down the road, can influence my reality. Right? So, when people get on our nerves, when people even unintentionally piss us off, they can make us very angry. When people hurt our feelings, it can affect us. Okay? Don't act like it doesn't. So, you have to start talking to people. Look them eye to eye. Once again, all anger emanates from an inability. All anger emanates from an inability to express yourself. So get expressing yourself. Many times, a lot of people who are very aware of what is happening around the world, they feel very overwhelmed. Right? They say, oh, the world is coming to an end. I say, but you're still here. Right? Be thankful for that. If you are trying to fight the system or whatever it is, whatever it is you're doing, ask yourself, don't wear yourself out. Have some humor, right? That's what's helped me along my journey. People say, how can you keep sharing video after video? I say, because I'm an alchemist. The secret of alchemy is making the best out of the worst and not allowing external events to govern your internal condition, baby. But ask yourself, am I doing what I love every single day? Whenever we feel cornered, we can't express ourselves. The third cause of anger is, yes, what is taking place in the world. And a lot of it is depressing. I'm real about that, so I have a good joke about it, right? I don't sugarcoat it. Ain't nobody got time for that. But as well, realize you are not alone. You see, a lot of people who are very angry all the time, it's not just because you're not having enough sex or because you're not exercising. That's also a cause. But it's because many times we feel trapped. And we have to start freeing ourselves from these chains we have placed on ourselves. Are you a perfectionist in life? Chances are you're going to be super frustrated and super mad. I don't edit my videos unless I have to for cinematic effect. If I make mistakes, guess what? There are no mistakes, so I'm not angry about it. Who cares, right? I'm not on Judge Judy. So, when you stop being such a perfectionist, your anger will disappear. Are you taking yourself way too seriously? Do you know who I am? I gotta do a video on that. Chances are you're gonna be very angry. So the more you can reawaken the inner child, go back and Look at how you were as a child. You were there eating apples, beautiful breeze, sun was even out for you. You didn't have a lot of anger issues for some reason. Why? Because you were truly in your heart space. See, many of us were living in our mind, and the secret to becoming an alchemist, converting negative energy to positive energy, is to move into your heart space. Let go of that grudge you've been holding on to for 5 years. If it's not serving you, let it go. And usually grudges don't serve us, because once again we're holding poison in our hands. That's what anger is. It only ends up affecting us. So to become an alchemist, learn to take things in a very humorous way. Reawaken that crazy side of yourself. Realize there are no rules. And also, express yourself, right? I challenge you to make a video today on whatever you want. No. I challenge you to make a video or write an article if you're a writer on a topic that you want to talk about but you're afraid. Because that's probably why you're so pissed off. Spill the beans. Okay, so there you have it. Check out that meditation video I'm going to upload after this one. Probably some of the most calming music around. Music is the universal language, but remind yourself there's nothing wrong with a bit of anger. Can I get a hello there? A bit of expression. We're here, infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.